Hi everyone, sorry I lost the connection. Sorry everyone. What about the others? They have left. Okay, so we should begin. Okay, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to another live English lesson via Zoom app for conversing and presented by me, Hamid, your English teacher at Firdaus Bilingual Secondary Schools. Okay, last time we discussed and studied, as I said last time, we discussed and studied what is meant by the passive voice. We learned the difference between the active voice and the passive voice, and knew how to form the passive voice in the present simple tense and the past simple tense. Today we are going to study parts of speech in English. We have read about them in lesson 3, if you remember. But today I want to give you the definitions of each part of speech. Yeah, I know you hate definitions, but you're going to benefit from them a lot. So be patient with that. After that, if we have time, we're going to read lesson 4 and know how to use the passive voice. We will also learn about another way of forming the passive sentence using a modal verb, which is, in this case, the modal verb can. So let's begin. If you check page 49 in your students' books, it speaks about how to work out meanings. Using what? Using a dictionary. And how to know the meaning of each word in a sentence. And how to know what type of words is it. So, if you read the dictionary tips, they give you slight information about dictionaries. I mean, this dictionary tip on page 49. Do you remember what we said about dictionaries and in which section you can find them in a library? I hope that you remember this information. So I want someone to read the dictionary tip for us. I mean, this dictionary tip. Who can read? For those who want to read, please tell me in the chat section so I can unmute you. Who wants to read the dictionary tips? No one? No one wants to read the dictionary tips? So no one wants to read the dictionary tips. Everything is recorded as I told you, and you're going to lose marks, unfortunately, for not participating in this lesson. Okay. I'm going to read them by myself. We need dictionaries to find the meanings of words and to check their spelling. Remember, first, all the words in a dictionary are in alphabetical order. To find the words quickly, you need to know the alphabet very well. Second, it's also important to know the meanings of the abbreviations below. And these are the abbreviations. Third, a word can have more than one meaning, and you will find all of them in a dictionary. It is important to choose the correct meaning. So, now the words in a dictionary are, as we said here, and as we learned from these tips, are put and ordered in alphabetical order, right? So what do you mean by alphabetical order? Again, no answer. An alphabetical order is an indexing method in which names, terms, or words in general are arranged in same sequence as the letters of alphabet. Some of you already have dictionaries, right? Or at least they saw a dictionary and maybe they used one. But however, and especially for those who don't have any experience with dictionaries before, I have brought you a digitalized copy of an Oxford Pocket Dictionary to show you how words are ordered. They are ordered, I want you to know how they are ordered in a dictionary and how to use it, the dictionary, to find out the meaning of certain words. So here you can see, this is the front page, the cover of the dictionary. It says Oxford Learner's Pocket Dictionary, right? You can see it well. So here you can see the word starting from letter A and continuing to the other letters of the alphabet. For example, let us look at this word, aback. After the word, we have the pronunciation of the word, what is it, and we have the meaning of the word. Pay attention that this is an English dictionary. It doesn't contain any Arabic words, so it tells you the meaning of the word in English. If we continue to other pages, we will see the words which starts with the letter B. After that, we have the words which starts with letter C, for example, and so on. Right? So we call this alphabetical order. Okay. Now, pay attention to these letters after the word, after the pronunciation of the words. For example, here we have the letter N, right? We have the letter V, and here we have the ADG. You know them, right? They are abbreviations, aren't they? So what do these letters refer to? They tell us whether a word is a noun, an adjective, an adverb, and so on. So what do we call these? What do we call these things that we mention them as noun, adjective, adverb, pronoun? We call them parts of speech, right? And what do you mean by parts of speech in Arabic? You don't know. It's great. You don't know anything. يعني أقسام الكلام تمام. So basically we have 8 parts of speech, right? You can see them in a dictionary tips of the student's book, if you remember. These are they, right? N for the noun, V for the verb, ADJ for the adjective, ADV for an adverb, PRON for pronoun, PREP for preposition, CONJ for conjunction. So, what are they? I want you to know the definition of each one. For example, a noun. What is a noun? A noun is a word for a person, place, thing, or idea. Nouns are often used with an article, for example, the, an, but not always. Proper nouns always start with a capital letter. Common nouns do not. Nouns can be singular or plural, and nouns show possession by adding s, the possessive s, right? Nouns can function in different roles within a sentence. For example, a noun can be a subject, object, or object, object of preposition, and so on. So, a noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea. Examples for nouns, you know them: Daniel, London, table, dog. Pay attention, I want you to memorize these definitions. For example, if I ask you, what is a noun? You should say a noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or idea, right? So you have to know them well. Example in a sentence, for example, the sentence, Steve lives in Sydney. So where's a noun? Where's the nouns in this sentence? Sydney and Steve, right? Mary uses pen and paper to write letters. Where are the nouns in the sentence? Mary, pen, paper, letters. Okay, so let's move to another one, which is a pronoun. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word used in place of a noun. A pronoun is usually substituted for a specific noun, which is called its antecedent. In a sentence, in many sentences, for example, the pronoun she is the girl. Pronouns are further defined by type. For example, personal pronouns refer to specific person or things. Possessive pronouns indicate ownership. There are other pronouns, we call them reflexive pronouns. They are used to emphasize another noun or pronoun. And we have also what we call them relative pronouns, which introduce subordinate clause. That's not your business, but for now, what is a pronoun? A pronoun is used in a place of a noun or noun phrase to avoid repetition, right? So example of pronouns: I, you, we, they, he, she, it, me, us, them, him, her, this, those. Example of this in the sentence: Mary is tired. She wants to sleep. Where's the pronoun in this sentence? The pronoun she, right? The other one: I want her to dance with me. Where are the pronouns? I, her, and me, right? So this is the second part of speech. We call it pronoun, and we know what is the definition of it and why do we use it: to avoid repetition, right? So let's go to another part of speech, which is an adjective. An adjective is a word which is used to modify or describe a noun or a pronoun. It usually answers the question of which one, what kind, or how many, right? So here, I think I have lost the connection, right? Yes. So, an adjective describes, modifies, or gives more information about the noun or pronoun. And examples like big, happy, green, young, fun, crazy, and so on. So examples of adjectives in the sentence are little. The word little is an adjective which describes the girl, right? And pink describes the hats. It's clear, right? So let's move to another one, which is the verb. So what is a verb? A verb in a sentence expresses action or being. And sometimes we have a main verb in a sentence and we have another verb which we call helping verb, auxiliary verb. So all in all, a verb must agree with its subject, right, in number. They are singular, I mean the subject and the verb, or they are plural. And verbs also take different forms to express tense, right? So what is it? The definition of a verb? A verb shows an action or a state of being, and a verb shows what someone or something is doing. And these are examples of verbs. And if we look at these two sentences, we can see examples of such verbs. Like in the first one, I like Woodward English. Where's the verb I like? I study their charts and play their games. Study and play are the verbs, right? Let's move to another one, which is the adverb. So what is an adverb? An adverb describes or modifies a verb, as we said before. And it describes and modifies an adjective or another adverb. But it never describes a noun. So it usually answers the question of when, where, how, why, under what condition, or to what degree, right? Adverbs often end in ly, right? So an adverb describes, modifies a verb, an adjective, as we said. It tells how, where, when, and it usually, but not always, end in ly. And these are some examples of adverbs like slowly, quietly, very, always. Example of adverbs you can see in these two sentences. I am usually busy. Usually is the adverb here. So where's the adverb in the sentence? Yesterday I ate my lunch quickly. Quickly, right? Yes, so let's move to another one, which is a preposition. And what is meant by preposition? A preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to form a phrase, modifying another word in the sentence. So therefore, a preposition is always part of a prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase must almost always functions as an adjective. So for the time being, what we care about is this definition, which is preposition shows the relationship of a noun or a pronoun to another word. They can indicate time, place, or relationship. Examples of prepositions, you can find them here, at, on, in. And in a sentence, for example, I left my keys on the table for you. where are the prepositions on and for, right? So let's move to another one, conjunction. And you know what is meant by conjunction. Conjunction joins words, phrases, or sentences and indicates the relationship between the elements joined, right? Um, you have these examples of conjunction, and, or, but, because, so, yet, and so on. Where can we find them in these two sentences? I was hot and exhausted, and is the conjunction, right? And where can we find them? Here, I still finished the marathon. Can anyone tell me where's the conjunction in this sentence? No. Yes. I still finished the marathon. Pay attention, this is a homework. I want you to give me the conjunction you can find in this sentence. There is a conjunction. If you can find it, you will get a mark. Now let's move to another one, which is the interjection. We will leave it because you are not asked for such information. So all in all, these are the main parts of speech, right? And I made this so you can study them easily. We can recap what we have studied in this lesson. So I think we don't have time. I planned to read the passages or the captions and the pictures on page 50, but we don't have time. We have only 3 minutes now. Pay attention that next time, inshallah, we are going to read lesson 4, unit 5, lesson 4, and we are going to study how to make a passive voice sentence using the modal verb can. And after that, if we have time, we will try to read something. Okay. Now, unfortunately, many of you did not attend the lecture. Many of you they did attend the lecture at the beginning, but then they left it. So now we have only Abdurrahman Shamil, Zainab, and Dalal. But for the others, they will lose marks. Tell them they will lose marks, every one of them. Okay. So, do you have a question? Do you find it difficult to study using this application? If you have anything, if you have any question, if you find it difficult to learn using this method, if you want me to use another one, please tell me and send me information. Okay? Send me, your feedback, not information. I want to know, what do you think of these lessons? If you like them or not, if you want to continue studying in this way or not, please let me know. Okay? I will wait for your feedback and try to speak English, please. So that's it for today. Thank you for being in the lesson. And don't forget your homework. I want you to tell me about what is the conjunction in that sentence. In this one. Where's the conjunction? And don't forget to read page 50, and we will study, inshallah, how to make a passive voice sentence using the modal verb can, and you already know what is meant by can. Thank you so much for being with me. I hope to see you next time, inshallah. Have a good day and bye bye.